and welcome to my channel. It is Friday the 1st of March, so happy March. And it's also weigh day, so I hope you've all had a fab week. If you've watched my Chit Chat Thursday yesterday, you will know what sort of meals I've been having, how my week's gone, but I'll briefly go over it again because I know some of you just watched my weigh-in update. So Friday, I went out last Friday after weighing in the evening to Wagamama's. I knew I was going to go over my sins because I chose to have a small glass of wine, which was the smallest was 175 mils, so I knew that would take me slightly over, but I was fine with that. And I had planned to have the, the yaki udon. I think it's the yaki udon. It was the one that's 12 sins. And then I changed my mind. I thought I'll have the chicken donburi because I think that's about, I think it's 10 sins. It might be less, but check the app, which is what I'm going to come on to next. But I changed my mind on the suggestion from a friend and went with the duck donburi, thinking can't be too bad. Got home, checked my sins. It was 33.5 sins for the duck. It was very, very nice. And don't get me wrong, if I go to Wagamama's again, I probably would have it again, providing I'm at Target and I can have those sins to play with. But yeah, it was very nice. But back on it Saturday and Sunday, though I did go over my sins just by one each day. So that was absolutely fine. Monday came. Great all day on plan. It was Sydney's birthday and he wanted Viennetta. I allowed a piece. I think I kind of got the grams mixed up with 100 mils, even though it's usually the same. It isn't in this case because the app says 100 mils. The item, I think it's in grams or 100 mils. I can't remember which way round it was, but basically, yeah, I think I went over. So I went over, but I started having some sweets because they were there, and I then had Dorito crisps and I went over my sins quite considerably. Not as bad as it has been in the past, you know, before Slimming World, but it's just one of those things. And I got back on it and I was like, I cannot do this to myself. I was getting a bit obsessed with the scales because I'd had a few good weeks which ended up bad weeks on the scales, which was really frustrating. And I did an SP day on Tuesday, which I really, really enjoyed. I only ended the day on 4 sins because that's all I wanted to. I was trying to listen to my body, whereas I don't think I have been, and just eating for the sake of it, even if it is on plan. Wednesday I had an extra easy day, again kept my sins low and I ended on the day on 8 sins, and then yesterday I ended the day on 11 sins, again extra easy. But again, all those days I was listening to my body and just not eating for the sake of it, which I think I have been doing, and maybe that's where I need to kind of rein it back in and just be mindful and don't have sins just for the sake of it. I know they say you can fill up on speed food and free food, but was I actually hungry in the first place? So the last 3 days I have really tried to claw that back, and with the hope of getting a maintain. Exercise wise, I did boot camp on Monday and Tuesday. I've done walking and things like that, walking at the weekend with at work and to and from work. So yeah, really good exercise wise. So yeah, really good when I've been on it. So how was group today? It was packed. I mean, I got there at about 9:10, 9:15 by the time I dropped Ralph off. And it was packed. I mean, it was literally, the queue was halfway round, queuing, waiting up. And we were still setting up and everything. There was still 15 minutes to go. It was so much busy. I think where people had half term off, or our consultant was off last week, so some people just prefer to take the week holiday and wait till she's back. Yeah, I just think also people went to other groups as well. Yeah, and there was a few people that rejoined where they've had a few weeks where they haven't been, just decided to just rejoin completely. There was also a few new starters as well. Yeah, it was absolutely packed and we did overrun, but it was still a really good group. Also, there is a subscriber who is from my group, and she said that she'd been watching my videos and getting some inspiration, so I'm glad I can help. And hello. Yeah, no one else from the group actually knows that I do vlogs. There is someone from work that had found me on Instagram, and then obviously has seen my YouTube vlogs and that. His wife found me, and yeah, he always gives me good feedback and things like that, so thank you and hello. So how did I get on? I stepped on the scales, as you do, and I lost 3 pounds. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting that. Part of me think that is the whoosh effect from the £2 gain the previous week, Moon Week a few weeks ago. I'm now at Star Week as well. As I said, Star Week doesn't normally affect me. I do sometimes have a loss, but it's very low. Yeah, I was very, very surprised, and I saw 10 stone 8 on the scales, and I have not seen that pre-pregnancy with Sydney, and he's now just turned 8. Yeah, I think I may have got there at 10 stone 8 after I had him for briefly, a kind of, yeah, but only briefly I think it would have been. I don't think I really took much notice then. So yes, I was super, super pleased and very, very surprised, because I had a £0.5 loss last week, expecting more because I'd had the £2 gain the week before when I was 100% on it. Yeah, I was really surprised. I was so pleased. And part of me think, as I said, it is the whoosh effect, but also I think having those 3 days where I kept my sins low, did an SP day, a lot of SP meals on the extra easy days like the Wednesday and Thursday, but not the whole day SP. Yeah, I think that has really, really helped. The other thing I did, and I did mention I'm doing it this week, because this week I don't think it's a realistic week because of having those Friday and off-plan dinner, and also Monday going completely kaput in the evening. I don't think it's really realistic, but I'm going to give the One Healthy Extra a go again this week based on the old plan. So I just thought then I will see how it goes. If that is suiting me better, then I will stick with that until I get to target. I will show you my book. So I weighed in today, as I said, 10 stone 8. I don't know if you can see it there. And that's a total loss of 3 stone 1.5 pounds. Which I'm really pleased about because I got my 3 stone award back. Obviously I don't get a new award, but I got it back. I deserved it now. And not only that, and I think this means as much to me as getting to target will be, is after 1.5 years, and it's exactly 1.5 years, I joined on the 1st of September 2017. I rejoined Slimming World. I am now 1.5 years exactly into my journey. And yes, it's a slow one, it's a bumpy one, and I've tried my hardest but still enjoyed myself. I got Slimmer of the Week. Yes, I was so excited. There was actually 3 of us, so it wasn't unique. Yeah, but I got my little shiny, and I also got a magnet as well. Yeah, I was really pleased that I got Slimmer of the Week. I've never had it. I was so chuffed, like, because when I've had big losses, I've had small gains the previous week, and when I've had losses, they've not been big enough, like consistently, they've not been big enough to get the Slimmer of the Week. There's always someone that's had better losses than myself that week. So yeah, definitely when I have a big loss, I've had a gain the week before. If you so that's obviously part of it that you need to get. So yes, I am super pleased. That's going to be going up with the rest of my certificates. The other thing obviously I got was the Slimmer of the Week basket. That was shared between 3 of us, and one of the ladies had left, so it was shared between me and my friend. I just took, well, she didn't want the chickpeas, so I got the chickpeas. Can't go wrong with a can of chickpeas. Gonna make some hummus. And I also got a bag of easy peelers, which is great because we go through these loads, but there was quite a bit there, so I gave the rest to her because I was like, no, I'm fine, I've just had a food shop delivered anyway. But I did actually forget to get some easy peelers. So yeah, I was really, really pleased. I've also started off my princess planning book, so I've actually filled it in today. I've had one of the Arla, I think it was passion fruit, papaya and passion fruit yogurt. It's 1.5 sins. It's one of the protein Arla ones. I just got them this morning in my food shop delivery because I wanted something to take to group, and taking a big tub and putting it in a container is fine, but it gets knocked around, sometimes leaks in my bag. So I just got a few of these just to take to group for the next couple of weeks, and I just packed it with some strawberries and bananas I put in a pot. So I've put that in my book. As I said, I'm only having the one healthy extra A for now. I've put in my goals for the month of March in there, and my motivation is basically to reach target for the next 12 weeks and to get into clothes that I've bought or already had. I still need to fill out my measurements. I have done that previously, so I'm just gonna load those ones in there and then load the ones in. I'll probably do it tomorrow now because there's no point after I've had food and water. So I will put my measurements in there for my chest, waist, hips, arms and my size, and just sort of see how I am the next 12 weeks. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased. What I thought was going to be a bad week, actually, considering it's Star Week as well, and as I said, Star Week doesn't normally cause an issue. It will be next week that could cause an issue. But I think if I do what I plan to do, and even if I get it maintained, I'm not going to be disheartened next week, because I know that the following week after Star Week is the tricky one for me, usually. But yeah, I'm just going to carry on doing what I've done the last 3 days. Be more mindful, make sure I'm eating when I'm hungry, not just for the sake of it. I think that has been a massive difference this week for those 3 days. And even on Saturday and Sunday, I obviously did fairly okay, because even though I was once over each day, it's, you know, I've still had this £3 loss. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased. I hope you've all had a fab week. Do let me know how you've got on, and you know, how your week's been and everything, and what your plans are for the week ahead. Have a fabulous week. I shall speak to you all very soon. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe if you don't already. And I'll speak to you very, very soon. Take care. Bye.